Hello, people. Today I'm wearing a hat that my friend Buffy sent me. And it's bleeding outside, so I need it today. So thank you, Buffy. Alright. Starting off, I'm starting a series on the Sermon on the Mount for the teens. And I'm going to start with a Beatitude checklist. 1 is, I have a long way to go, and 10 is, I'm Christ-like. I'll never completely be at 10, but I can get close on some of them. Alright. So, the poor in spirit. I am helpless without Christ, therefore my complete trust in Him is in Him. Yeah, I think I'm an 8 there. I think I'm pretty poor in spirit, you know. I could be wrong. Sometimes I worry a lot, so it means I'm not trusting Him. But I think I pretty much do trust Him. Those who mourn. I am truly sorry for my sin and for the suffering in the world. I am definitely a 9 there. I definitely hate sin. I hate it when someone, motivational speaker, comes to an elementary school and tells the kids to believe in themselves or respect themselves more than anybody else. That's sin. That's self-worship. There's the worst advice you can give to somebody. I mean, the kids who talk and steal and fight with their kids, they respect themselves a lot. They don't need help respecting themselves. Okay, nobody needs help respecting themselves. And I hate cussing. I hate when people say Jesus Christ in vain. Yeah, I'm definitely a 9 there. Hunger and thirst. I desire a relationship with God more than money, people, success, or anything. I think I have a long way to go there. I don't think I'm a 1. I'd probably better than a 5 or a 6 maybe. I don't know. I would love to be able to desire God more than people especially, but I haven't broken that mold yet. So I'm going to say I'm a 3 right now. I would love to desire God. I know I should. And maybe if I keep saying enough, it'll come true. But only God's going to be able to help me with that. Because I'm at a time in my life where I have trouble launching. I don't hardly know people. I want so much to be in a loving relationship with a man who loves the Lord. And I want to be able to move out from my dad. And I want that more than anything. And I would love to be able to repent of that. So Lord, help me to repent of that. Alright, mercy. I hurt for others, feel what they feel, think their thoughts, experience their pain. I'm going to say I'm a 7 or a 6 on that one. Because I would like to experience pain. A lot of it I can't do anything about it, so I have to teach myself to stop caring. But it breaks my heart about all the abortions in the world. Planned Parenthood should be illegal. I mean, they take advantage of young girls who think their only goal in life is to be somebody's sex toy. And they murder innocent children in the womb and murder the lives of innocent teenagers, both male and female. So I hurt for them. I hurt for the people who are suffering in communist countries. I may be hurting for myself soon with that same criteria. I wish I could do stuff to help them. And so I think I am like a 6 or a 7 on that. But sometimes I have to teach myself to stop caring because there's nothing I can do about it usually, because usually I don't have any money either. Like, I definitely have more than most people. If you're in America, you are rich. So I'm rich. I'm just not as rich as, like, most people. I mean, I do have a home to live in and stuff, so I guess I'm rich. Because a lot of people can't even read. So, pure in heart. I have pure motives and reasons for all my actions. I don't dwell on impure thoughts. I'm pretty sure I'm an 8 or 9 on that. I do believe my motives are pure for whatever I do. They're never selfless. I can't say that. But I have to say I'm probably an 8 because I do have impure thoughts every once in a while. I try not to. Please don't have impure thoughts. Try to redirect them to the Lord. I'm still working on that myself. So, peacemaker. My goal is for all my relationships with others to be completely peaceful. I think I am a 9 on that one. Because even though I'm always posting some kind of conservative or anti-emergent church stuff on the web, I'm trying to make peace. I'm not trying to keep peace. There is no peace. I'm trying to make peace, and I'm trying to get people to not be jumping off a cliff, not following everything that they hear, not swallowing everything they buy at Lifeway. Like, I want there to be peace in the world. Of course, that's ultimately only going to happen because of Jesus. And the persecuted, I obey Christ regardless of criticism, loneliness, rejection, or fear. I'm a 9 there, because I'm a lonely person. I at least am self-conscious of my theological soapboxes. I probably should be proud of them, because who else is going to stand up for what's right, you know? And I've been rejected, and I've been afraid. And I can't get a job probably because I go to church, and I'm not going to give it up because I work on Sundays. I'm a youth pastor. So yeah. But I also can't go on any foreign missions because I can't make any money. But I'm still rich. Believe me, I'm rich. Alright. For me to become a disciple of Christ, I need to, well, I don't need to start a new life, but I do need to learn how to hunger and thirst for Him. My life's probably going to be new every day. To obey Him more? Yes, I need to obey Him more. I need to meditate on His Word. I'm doing pretty good there. Trust Him completely. I'm doing all right there. Choose one beatitude and make a commitment to improve my obedience to His teaching. I think that's great advice. It's like, don't try to do it all at once. Try to pick one thing and work at it one at a time, because usually if God reforms you, He does it gradually, and I love the way He does it, because one day you're doing this, and next day you don't feel like walking into Hot Topic anymore, because it's like, I don't want to live in this dark world anymore. Find Christ-like friends. I've done that. Weigh the costs and pay the price. What does that mean? Explanation here. I don't know. Put my happiness in Him, not money, health, and people. Definitely need to start doing that. So that's going to be the beatitude that I focus on. Just try to love God more than speed. Alright. Moving on. I forgot to be out my Bible. But they pretty much got the verses right here. Let's see. The poor in spirit. To be poor in spirit is to acknowledge our spiritual poverty, our bankruptcy before God. You may think you're righteous, you may think you're rich, you may think you're a good person, but when you get into the holiness of God, you realize you don't even know what you're talking about. So you have to recognize that you are poor in spirit. Why is this necessary to receive the kingdom of heaven? Well, does a doctor go to sick people, or does he go to healthy people? He goes to people who know they're sick and who are willing to come to a doctor for healing. People who don't realize that they need Jesus aren't gonna need Him as much. Well, they do need Him, but they're not going to realize that they need Him, and so they're not going to be helped because they won't realize that they're not righteous. Why do you think Jesus begins His greatest collections of teachings with "Blessed are the poor in spirit"? Because as I've been reading the Sermon on the Mount, most of it is against the Pharisees of the time, and they were the guys that didn't think they needed salvation. They thought they were already perfect. And if you want to follow Christ as best you can, you've got to realize you're as far from perfect as you can possibly be. And you need to acknowledge that there's nothing good about me except for Christ. And that's the only thing that's good in my life. And so why is it difficult to admit our spiritual poverty? Because some people take the other way around and say, oh, I'm just going to rely on God, and they just go to sleep on the couch and don't get jobs or anything. They're resting in the Lord. That's not the idea. You've got to admit your spiritual poverty so that you can go out and work for the world. Because God will equip you and motivate you to go out and spread His gospel to all people, no matter what job you choose. But it's difficult because we think we can do everything. We want to have our finger in the pie, you know. We don't want to realize that we're completely helpless. All right, so Matthew 5:4 says, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." Those who mourn feel sorrow not only for their own sin, but also for the sin they see around them. I hate to see sin. I hate to see me doing the same things in my life. What have you experienced lately that caused you to mourn? Well, now that I'm volunteering at an